What's up, y'all? Honey Love here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be discussing the top 10 benefits of breastfeeding. Now, I know I already have a video, an old video, about the benefits of breastfeeding, but I rewatched this video not too long ago, and I honestly was just disappointed in myself and the way in which I conveyed my message. I've grown a lot since making that video, changed a lot since making that video, and I don't like the way that, even though, yes, I am an advocate and definitely believe in breast milk, its power, and women breastfeeding, I don't like the way in which in that old video I shame other women who choose not to breastfeed, because after going through the experience of breastfeeding myself for almost 2 years, I completely understand why a mother would choose not to breastfeed, because it's a lot. And that's a different video for a different day, where I just discuss my personal journey in breastfeeding and how that experience was, and the honest truth about how I really feel about breastfeeding coming from a conscious mama. So that's why I wanted to create a new and updated video to just discuss the top 10 benefits of breastfeeding and why it's great for not only baby but mama too. So let's get into it. So the number one benefit of breast milk is its convenience. It saves you as a parent time and money. You don't have to go to the store to get formula. You don't have to waste your time pumping. Your baby is crying and wants milk. Bada boom, you just take out the boob, you got milk. And that's the easy part of breastfeeding. And it's free 99. You're always gonna have breast milk. So might as well use what you got, what you've been given, what you're blessed with. Free breast milk readily available anytime, any place. That's number one benefit of breast milk. So the second benefit of breast milk and breastfeeding is it's a built-in bonder for mom and baby. I know that's like a weird way to phrase it, but basically it promotes skin to skin, and you're instantly bonding with your baby because you're having that skin to skin bonding moment to breastfeed. So having skin to skin and breastfeeding, it promotes oxytocin production within not only baby but in mom as well. So it calms baby down, keeps baby in a good mood, and it calms mom down, keeps mom in a good mood. That's why some people will say when you breastfeed, it may reduce the risk of postpartum depression and baby blues later on, because the more you breastfeed, the more oxytocin you're producing. And oxytocin is a love hormone, so it makes you feel good the more you're producing it. So more breastfeeding equals more oxytocin equals more happiness. The number 3 benefit of breast milk is that it is personalized for your baby, and it contains all the nutrients that they need. So breast milk is literally, every woman's breast milk is gonna be different, because breast milk is altered and is specifically made for your baby. Every time your baby breastfeeds, your baby's saliva, which basically has their DNA and everything, is communicating with your breast. So your breast will take in those signals like, okay, in the saliva, it's suggesting that baby needs some more vitamin C because they have a cold or something like that. So your milk will literally try to produce and pull as much vitamin C that you have to put into the milk to give to baby, because it knows that's what baby needs at this time. So it's literally just personalized nutrients for your baby. On top of that, breast milk not only changes like in terms of if your baby's sick, and also as they get older, like breast milk from when a baby's first born, which is technically colostrum, is completely different than breast milk that you're giving to a 3-month-old, that you're giving to a 6-month-old, that you're giving to a 9-month-old, etc., etc. Breast milk literally alters and changes as your baby grows to adjust to give them the exact nutrients and things that they require. So it's pretty much, you don't have to think about like, oh, is my baby getting enough of this, that, and the third? Breast milk pretty much just does that for you. And not only does it change as your baby grows and gets older, but it changes throughout the day as well. So Breast milk in the morning is literally different than breast milk at night. Breast milk at night will have more melatonin. It'll be thicker, heavier to try to keep baby to sleep longer. Breast milk in the morning will be more like energizing and full of different things like nutrients like that. So yeah, breast milk is constantly changing, constantly editing itself to be the perfect nutritional drink for your baby. So the fourth benefit of breast milk is that it contains lots of antibodies, and it is really good for your baby's immune system and helping them to build up their immune system for even as they grow later in life. Again, colostrum, that key word. Colostrum is technically the first milk that you produce, and it's not even considered milk all the time. It's called liquid gold basically because it's literally liquid gold, and that is what you first start producing when your baby is first born. That's what you have is colostrum, and it's a thick, more yellow-like substance, and colostrum is literally jam-packed with mad nutrients, so it's really good for your baby's immune system and helping to build that up. One thing that breast milk does is while you're breastfeeding your baby, mom's antibodies are passed along through the breast milk to your baby. So as you're breastfeeding your baby, whatever antibodies you as a mother have built up throughout your life are being passed on to your baby. So for example, I personally have never been vaccinated in my life, and I've had different, illnesses. I've had colds, flus, I had the chicken pox when I was a kid, and I fought all of those illnesses off by myself, so I contain the antibodies for those different variations of illnesses. Every time I've gotten sick and then gotten better, my body built up antibodies to fight off that virus, bacteria, whatever it was. And throughout my life, since I've been able to do that, I pass along all of those antibodies to Lyra. It's very unlikely that she will get chickenpox because she was breastfed and I had the antibodies that fought that when I had the chickenpox. My daughter is 2.5 and she's only been sick twice in her life, and both times it was less than 24 hours that she was sick. It was less than a day, just a fever for a little bit. She breastfed and she was good. So that being said, the fifth benefit of breastfeeding is that it helps line your baby's gut and actually help them with digestion later in life and as they're a baby. So again, colostrum, that key substance. It's literally liquid gold. When a baby is born and they breastfeed and they get that colostrum, the colostrum literally goes and lines their gut and prepares all of their gut bacteria and everything to be able to digest breast milk. So breast milk is also the easiest thing on a baby's stomach, and it's easiest for them to digest, which is why breastfed babies are less likely to have things like colic and just be like fussy in that way because they're gassy and things like that. And a lot of times when breastfed babies are gassy, it has to do with mom's diet and whatever she's been eating, and sometimes the certain things that can get in her diet can upset baby's stomach. So as baby grows and starts to have less breast milk and more solids, the gut is already lined with the correct bacteria that it needs to be able to digest solids and other foods properly because of breastfeeding. It makes it easier for all of that stuff to take place as baby grows and gets older. The sixth benefit of breastfeeding is that it can prevent many illnesses, and there's many studies and research that has been done that shows that breastfed babies are less likely to experience a lot of different diseases and ailments that many babies may possibly get within that first few years of life. So for example, breastfed babies are less likely to have ear infections, less likely to have gut infections, less likely to have colds, flus, and different illnesses like that. On top of that, breast milk can also be used to heal different ailments. Like if your baby has eczema, you can put breast milk literally directly on that to heal the eczema. If they have dry scalp, you can put it on their scalp to moisturize their scalp, moisturize their skin. You can use it in their hair. I've never done this, but I've heard that if your baby has an ear infection, you can also put breast milk in the ear. If they have pink eye, I've heard you can put it directly in the eye to heal that. So breast milk is literally able to heal many different diseases and illnesses. And the more you breastfeed your baby, the less likely they are to get these different illnesses later in life. The 7th benefit of breast milk is that it promotes healthy brain development. So breast milk, like I said, it contains lots of great nutrients, vitamins, minerals that your baby needs, and it helps with their brain development. I know for my daughter, she's 2.5. She's never gone to daycare. She has very little interaction with other toddlers, unfortunately, especially because, pandemic and everything, and just her being an only child within my household. So I just know that for her, it's like she hasn't had that. I know how much daycare and interaction with other children can really promote that brain development, but she never ceases to amaze me. Like, she knows how to count, she knows her colors, she knows weather, different objects like ABCs, just all these different things that I didn't even realize she knew. She knows her letters, like if we're out and she sees a sign, like we were out driving and there was a big sign that said Waffle House. Here she goes, W, A, apple. Like, she's like literally reading these things at 2.5. And I don't sit with her like, let's read. I don't sit with her like, this letter is this letter is this. She's just picking up on things because that's just how sis operates. So yeah, I'm not saying it's because she's breastfed, but I'm not saying it's not because she's breastfed. Okay. These last few benefits are more geared towards mom and the ways in which breast milk and breastfeeding can benefit mom. So the 8th benefit is that breastfeeding can help aid in the process of postpartum recovery for mom. By breastfeeding, the more you breastfeed, you're signaling to your body that baby is no longer inside the womb, so your uterus will return back to its normal size and contract more quicker. Breastfeeding also helps you burn calories, so you'll often shed and lose a lot of that weight that you gained during pregnancy really easily if you're breastfeeding. It depends on the person, because breastfeeding does also increase your appetite, so you may be eating more. But I know with myself, I pretty much lost all the weight that I had gained during my pregnancy just by breastfeeding. And the only time I started gaining weight again was years later when I was just eating crazy. I stopped breastfeeding, and here we are. I'm in the process of trying to lose weight and things because your girl's gotten thick. But yeah, it's been pretty much since I stopped breastfeeding, honestly, that I've gained more weight. Like, when I was breastfeeding, I maintained a good weight after giving birth. Breastfeeding also may prevent your period from coming back as quickly as if you're not breastfeeding. Now, this is not guaranteed for every woman, because I exclusively breastfed, and yet my period came back when my daughter was about 3 months. Right away, it came back, and I had it every month consistently on time for the 6 days that I normally have it. It came back. But, a lot of that could be genetic as well, because my mom said that that's how it was for her with all her pregnancies as well. So yeah, but then again, most of my friends that I know that were breastfeeding, their periods didn't come back until almost a year or even longer. Depends on the person. So that may not be true for every woman. It's a very small percentage of us, like me, where you may get your period even though you're breastfeeding, but for a lot of women, that's not the case. The 9th benefit, and this is also for mom, is that breastfeeding also reduces mom's risks of getting different diseases, specifically ovarian and breast cancer. That's at least what the research says, is that the more that you breastfeed, the less likely you are to experience ovarian cancer or breast cancer. Breast milk is good for you, okay? Even when it's being produced in your body, it just makes your body better. Like, it's magical. It's really magical. And last but not least, the 10th benefit of breastfeeding is that you can use your breast milk for beauty products, you as a mom, and you can use it for on your child or anyone in the house, honestly. I've seen women that create breast milk soap. They create breast milk conditioners, breast milk lotions. Like, if you make beauty products, or if you're a little entrepreneur like that, add in some breast milk products, because one, that's exclusive. Like, that's exclusive. So you could charge whatever you want. And two, it's just like, that's really unique because not everybody uses that to create these products. And three, breast milk is healing as hell, so it's really going to be beneficial within those beauty products. But just within your own household, you can use breast milk to add to your hair as a conditioner. You can add it to your skin as a conditioner. If you have like dry skin or anything, you can add it like that. If you as an adult, like I have eczema, and I was using my breast milk to keep my eczema at bay. You can also put it in your bath, and it can just help with whatever as you're soaking in your bath. You can drink it. You can put it in your foods. I've had breast milk in my coffee, breast milk in my oatmeal. You can do a lot of things with breast milk. It's very, very, very beneficial, and I highly recommend that if you're comfortable with doing so and you want to and you're interested as a mother, breastfeed. Now, that being said, again, I said this in the beginning of the video, and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to be creating a video where I discuss my honest experience with breastfeeding, because it's a lot. I see now why a mother would choose not to, because it is a lot. But at the same time, it's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing. And it comes with pros, cons, trials, and tribulations, just like anything else in life. So it's really just up to you. So that's it. Those are the 10 benefits of breastfeeding. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like this video. Comment down below if you've breastfed, what have been the benefits that you've experienced while breastfeeding, why you like breastfeeding, or comment below if you've had a bad experience. I would love to hear any and all comments and questions that you guys have. Check out my other videos, and of course, subscribe to my channel. Peace out, y'all.